Valheim's three traders, Haldor, Hildir, and the Bogwitch, are crucial to getting a variety of useful and unique items in the game. But they're not always the easiest to find. So I thought I'd make a quick video laying out the traders' spawning mechanics and hopefully pointing you in the right direction. If you're relatively new to Valheim, you might not know that there are currently 3 different traders that each offer a range of items and crafting ingredients that you won't be able to get anywhere else in the game. These traders are Haldor, who sells general goods like the strength belt and fishing rod, his sister Hildir, who sells mostly clothing items, and the Bogwitch, who mainly sells potion ingredients and herbs needed for feasts. Each of these traders have their own separate camps, which are pretty accessible during the early game. The first of these traders you're likely to find is Haldor, as of these 3 traders, he can spawn the closest to where you start the game. But as soon as you get the carved boat, the other 2 will also be within relatively easy reach, and give you a real advantage going forward. On every Valheim world seed, there are 10 possible locations, each for Haldor, Hildir, and the Bogwitch. The first of these 10 locations that you come within 300 meters of will become the sole and permanent location of that trader in your world, and when that happens, you'll notice an icon appear on your map. A bag icon will appear for Haldor, a t-shirt icon for Hildir, and a cauldron icon for the Bogwitch. Finding one of these 10 locations may seem rather daunting, but there are a couple of variables that will substantially narrow down your search area. First among these is biome. Each of these 3 traders will only spawn in a specific biome. Haldor only spawns in the Black Forest, Hildir only spawns in the meadows, and the Bogwitch will only spawn in the swamps. Second is the distance from the sacrificial stones, or nearabouts the centre of the world. Haldor has by far the widest possible range, and can be found from 1500 meters from the centre of the world to pretty much the edge of the world, except from the northernmost and southernmost extent, where only the deep northern ashlands are. In comparison, Hildir has the smallest range of all 3 traders, being found between 3000 meters and 5500 meters from the centre of the world. Lastly, the new Bogwitch can also be found from 3000 meters from the centre of the world, but has a slightly larger extent than Hildir, stretching out to about 6500 meters. You can create reference points for these distances by roughly dividing your world into 4 segments. Just mark halfway from the centre of the world to the edge, and then halfway again between these points. Haldor can be found beyond the outer half of this first segment, whereas Hildir and the Bogwitch have the best chance of being found in this second segment. So now you know roughly where to look, how should you look? There's still a lot of area to cover before you're likely to hit one of these 10 possible spawn points, and the fastest way to travel in Valheim is by boat. My top tip if you're struggling to find either of these traders is to sail your boat or ship close around the coast in areas that align with that specific trader's spawn parameters. The trader's icon will appear on your map if you come within 300 meters of their location, which is quite a big distance, and as Valheim's landmasses tend to be long and thin, there is a good chance that a trader will be in reach of the coast. But before you set off, make sure you bring some portal materials with you. This way you'll be able to quickly travel back and forth between these traders in your base. As you progress through the game, each of the traders will add more and more items to their stock. So whenever you defeat a Forsaken boss, you'll want to return to Haldor and the Bogwitch and check if there's anything new on offer. Instead, Hildir has her own quest that she'll want you to complete, so make sure you interact with the map on her table when you eventually find her. If you want to learn how to easily tame animals in Valheim, be sure to check out this video guide next. Please like if you liked, and subscribe so you don't miss another guide. And finally, a massive thank you to my supporters on Patreon, and my higher level supporters, Katie, David Packwood, Ollie Plan, RLF, and Artisad. And I'll catch you all in the next one.